G'day folks, and welcome to another episode of Paul's Garage. Today I'm going to show you around my Jaguar XJ-C 1975 model V12. Now some may say that I bought the cheapest Jaguar in Australia. Well, cheapest Jaguar XJ-C. Well, that may be true. However, I bought this car in 2002 for $3,000, but it didn't look anything like this. It looked more like this. So after an extensive 4-year restoration, and as you can imagine, a lot of work went into that, a lot of my blood went into that, it looks like this. We've done about 15,000 kilometres in it since it's been back on the road. It's been an enjoyable 15,000 kilometres, albeit a very expensive 15,000 kilometres, as the old girl, she does about 16 litres to 100 kilometres. As you can see today, January 2019 in Australia, it's nice and warm. You can probably hear the cicadas. I've driven the car about 5 kilometres from home and already it's covered in bugs. So let's get to it and have a bit of a look around. So here we have the Jaguar 5.3 litre fuel injected V12 engine. Now I don't know how well you can see the engine from there, but it's not an easy thing to work on. Now when I restored this car, it was originally Old English white. I don't like white on the older cars, so I changed the colour to Phoenix red. So of course, being a full restoration, the engine had to come out, and again, no easy feat to get that sucker out of there, let alone put it back. So it's standard. It hasn't been touched that I know of. The car was a non-runner when I bought it. When I put the engine back in, it pretty much fired up straight away and has been reliable, except for the original Opus ignition system. It's now got a crane system, but other than that, it's always been reliable, and it's taken us all around New South Wales, Victoria, and Queensland to different car shows and etc. So as you can see, yeah, she's a bit tight in the engine bay. So here's a little bit more of a view, sorry about the shadow there from the bonnet, of what it looks like inside the XJC engine bay. As you can see, very, very crowded. So here we are inside the car, and as you can see, it's quite a comfortable place to be. It's got the wood burl dashboard, nice Nardi aftermarket wood steering wheel. The original steering wheels that came with this car were big and they were thin and pretty uncomfortable. All the interior, all the leather that you can see and the door trims, etc., they were all original to the car, but they were a tan colour and it was a little bit dark for me, so I recovered them. Unfortunately, this car's got no air conditioning, and that's mainly due to the fact that it's a 1975 model and it's what we call a grey import. The XJC didn't really come to Australia till about 76, and people were keen to get them, so they imported them from England. There is no history on this car. I don't know how long it was in England, but the rust that was in it during the restoration was in mainly the floors and the sills, which was all replaced with new metal. It's very solid now. There's no rust after I think 12 years of ownership or more. So it's pretty good. You've got interior lights, map lights, a Butte analog clock, heated rear windows, and of course there's a switch here for changing over the fuel tanks, because it has 2 separate fuel tanks. In the glove box, it's just a normal glove box. You can put a sandwich there and a bit of a mirror. I don't really like the mirror because the reflection that comes back out of that mirror is not very good, so we won't look any more into that. Other than that, big centre console, not much room in the back seats, although there's more room than what there is in a lot of other coupes. You can put two adults in the back without cutting their legs off. So yeah, that's all pretty good.
And here's a little bit more of a close-up of what you can expect if you were looking for one of these cars, of what the interior is actually like. So here's a bit of a look around the car. As you can see, it's painted in Jaguar Phoenix red, and it doesn't have the vinyl roof. It is fitted with Dunlop 15-inch wire chrome wheels. And the iconic front of the Series 2. These were built on the same platform as the Series 2 short wheelbase, which wasn't available as a new car in Australia. However, there are some here. This was also the last car designed by Mr. Lyons, the founder of Jaguar. I understand that the XJ-C was also one of his favourite cars that he had designed. Unfortunately, only a very short run, 1975 to 1977.
So here we are, it's time to take the Jaguar XJ-C V12 for a bit of a run. This Jaguar is a V12, as I said, and as I've shown you in the other parts of the video. It has a 5.3 litre V12 engine, coupled up to a Borg-Warner Model 12 3-speed automatic transmission. Some people have upgraded them and put the 4-speed transmissions in. Some people have put 5-speed gearboxes in them. One or two cars may have been standard with the V12, I'm not too sure. All in all, it weighs 2 tonne, just under 2 tonne, and for a car of that size, it handles quite nicely. Runs quite smoothly along the road, and with the 15-inch wheels and the balloon type tyres, if I can call them that, gives you quite a nice smooth run. Now, the 4.2 Jaguar, there was 139 brought into Australia, and 2 of those, or plus 2, were nameless 6s. So that's 141 in total. It's quite hot in the car just at the moment. As I said, it's got no air conditioning. Now the 5.3 litre V12, there was 97 and 3 nameless double 6s, which makes a total imported into Australia 100. So the V12 is the rarest. Worldwide totals is about 10,500 cars, and of course only about 1,500 or something, I'm not quite sure of the numbers, were V12. So the V12 is the rarest of all the Jaguar coupes. Broadspeed, Ralph Broadspeed was brought on board back in about 1976 by Leyland, who owned Jaguar at the time, and he was put to task to race these cars, which was against Jaguar's wishes, but they had no say in the matter, as the parent company was British Leyland. There was 4 Broadspeed cars built. Out of those 4, I think 3 of them raced. They were to go up against the all-conquering BMW in the European Touring Car Championship. I think just about every race they went into, they put the cars on pole. Unfortunately, reliability was an issue with oil surge. They did end up converting one of the cars to a dry sump. Oil surge was a problem with the cars. Diffs were a little bit weak, axles. So out of all the races that they entered in that couple of year period, I don't think it was quite 2 years, I think they only finished one race, but they were quite a sight to see. All four of those cars still exist today, and one of those was in Australia. It was owned by a local Sydney fellow for quite some time, and has recently, in the last probably 5 years, been sold back to JD Classics in the UK. I believe that car is still up for sale. So all in all, the big Jag coupe, nice car to be, not necessarily in the middle of summer without air conditioning. I do have the window up to keep the wind noise down a little bit, but you know, all in all, it's comfortable, it's smooth, it's reasonably quiet. They all have wind noise from down this seal. Jaguar had a lot of trouble getting the windows to seal. They never ever got it quite right. All the cars came out of the factory with a vinyl roof, all bar one. This car doesn't have a vinyl roof because I opted not to put that back on for a number of reasons. So anyway, that concludes the video for today on the Jaguar XJ-C. Stay tuned. I will be taking a couple more of my cars out for a run and post them up. Have a look in the comments below. I do have I will put a link to an Australian Jaguar XJ-C website, xjc.com.au. So that's all we have time for. Arrivederci.